Hey, what's up, diggers? Prospector here with Watcher Realms. I wanted to go over the Hellfire Empire Codex here. I did get rank number 87. I did pretty well on it. And if you're interested to see how I did it, stick around. Without further ado, let's dig in. Alright, so what's the secret with the Hellfire Codex? It's nothing too crazy. He summons these little minions, they come out, and when they get blocked, they start to take damage. And when they die, they heal the hero closest to them for a certain amount. And he'll keep summoning more and more. So ideally, if the enemies get past your heroes into the Hellfire boss, which is Soul Cadence, if they get to him, he is going to do more and more damage, and eventually he's going to just take your squad out. So you need to hold them back as best you can. So what does that mean? We need a lot of defenders. And in particular, we need a lot of defenders that are very good at surviving, and we need a lot of defenders that are very good at blocking. For example, Aveline, she has a base block of 4. And you add a Bastion Ring, and it adds another block, so she can block up to 5 enemies at once. They have to survive, which can be tough, but it's doable. To point that out, I think we're going to be looking at Oleg, Isolde, and Aveline, and then Crodor, I believe, are the only heroes that really do extra block. Most of the other ones will be 3 for defenders, plus the Bastion Ring, which makes them 4. So we got 4, 8, 12, plus another 15. And then we have the special little one here, Cyrus. Cyrus is still 3 block, but he has these little summons that he puts out. Skeleton warriors and skeleton fighters, you see him pop up here. They will block too, so they can help hold back the enemies temporarily. And I'll show you how that works. But for gearing, how we're gonna do this with Isolde, she's gonna have the medium quality gear. You want everybody ideally to be in guardian sets, okay? And we're gonna HP bonus, and we need to find our piece. I think it's right here. This will work. And another one, rage regen. That's great. With Isolde, she has the same amount of block as usual, 3. And when she activates her ultimate, she gains an extra block. So she gets +1 block. But other allies get 2 if they're in range, but nobody will be in range. Aveline, I think, should have the second best guardian set. And I have all these guardian sets messed up, which is great. You want to shoot for high HP, high defense. Closer you can get to 100,000 or higher on HP, and then the higher the defense you can get better. Some of the heroes got 10,000, but it really depends on the hero that you're working with. Heroes like Oleg and Solde and, you know, King Hars, they probably don't need as high a defense and as high of stats as somebody like Captain Reeve, who is not going to receive any extra shields from the Lord bonus. Let's go ahead and put his on quick. Look at that awesome crit rate Guardian Bangle. Yay. Okay, this will work. 109 and 76, 77. So you've seen Aveline had about the same stats but lower defense, but Aveline is more tanky because of the shields that she's going to gain, plus the stats and the lower bonus. He will probably be the first to go. Cyrus is the same deal. Guardian sets. You want to keep those guardian sets with HP bonus, guys. Let's see if we can find with defense here. There you go. Attack speed, a little bit of rage regen. That's fine. And again, everybody's in a Bastion Ring. King Hars. I think I actually had him in. Yes, I did. Tempered Will. I could find the rest of them. go. And there we go. I'm gonna go 106, 8200. He's pretty tanky. His rage regen is good to have it really high on him. He pops a shield on his ultimate, and that helps him stay alive. Oleg, has he got his gear on? Yes, he has Guardian set. Less 95k. He'll be more tanky because he pops his own big shield and it helps him survivability. Oh, and Oleg also on his ultimate will increase his block by 1 and give him extra physical damage reduction. But yeah, block, and these guys are pretty standard. Captain Reeve is in there for a little bit of crowd control. Anyways, let's jump in. I'll show you how to put him on the board and how to pay attention to what's going on. The battle doesn't really start until you get down to about 2 minutes, and then you gotta start paying attention a little more. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the Solde over here. I like to point them away from where the enemies are coming, just in case. I don't know if it really helps block or not, but I just do it anyways. And Oleg, you notice I don't have Brokir in here. There's good reason for that. It didn't really seem to help me all that much, so I decided not to have him in here. I'm gonna put a Solde, or Aveline on the right side here, pointing down. We are gonna put Captain Reeve pointing to the right. Doesn't really matter where he's pointing, to be honest. And then, because this side's gonna be a little weaker, I am gonna put King Hars here. And then I'm gonna put Cyrus in the middle pointing down so he can get his summons up. And we have Oleg and Aveline over here with a lot of extra blocks. She's doing 5, he's doing 4, so there's 9. And then we have 4 here by default, another 4 here, and another 4. And that brings him to 12. When Isolde activates her ultimate, that's going to bring her up with that extra block. Anybody who gets by has to deal with Cyrus. We're going to put it on 2x. I don't really have to worry about any ultimates until about 2.5 minutes into the fight, 3 minutes into the fight. There you go, the boss is down. Now it's time to get started. This first wave here, you shouldn't have to worry about anything. One of them go by. Not over on this side though. The second wave we're gonna activate just for the fun. Isolde and Oleg. Try to hold one of those guys extra back here so he gets killed off a little faster. Doesn't really matter. We'll probably do that one more time before it really starts to matter. And I'm just leaving Cyrus over there. He's not summoning anything, it doesn't really matter unless one gets over by him. This is okay yet. He can block up to 4. Now I'm gonna summon. So help block. You see King Hars grabbing a couple of them. Little Skeleton Warriors grabbing a couple of them. I'm gonna put it on 1x now. And I'm gonna hit both Oleg and Isolde again. We want these guys to die off here. If any more of them come up here before these guys die off, what will happen is the ones that are almost dead will walk on by. I'm gonna hit Cyrus's ult. Another Skeleton Warrior up there. And just kind of watch their health. If you see some of them are getting really close to dying, especially King Hars and Captain Reeve here. As you see when these guys die, they get a big old chunk of health back. I am going to activate Captain Reeve here. He has some crowd control. He's going to help slow these guys down, make sure King Hars gets them taken care of. We're going to summon another skeleton. And as soon as the next wave comes in, we're going to activate 2 of these guys. I like to wait until they just get by her. And Oleg as well. Got 3 3, 4 hit, activate them both. Keep an eye on King Hars and Cyrus. I mean, Captain Reeve. Okay, summon another one for Cyrus and a skeleton. See, these guys are holding up to 4 or 5 units now behind them. So Captain Reeve's going to be really close into trouble. I'm just going to start clicking on this, and hopefully we can get them all nice and healed up. Same thing with King Hars. The farther you get in the fight, the more damage they're going to take. Cyrus, another skeleton out. Doing pretty decent here. And now let's kind of just activate their ultimates as soon as they come up. And then I can put it on 2x to finish it up. At this point, it's not going to really matter too much on what I do. There's only 25 seconds left. See, Captain Reeve's probably going to fall. He usually does. Or maybe he'll make it. Nope, there he goes. Alright, 1.920500. That is the maximum that you can do with this team. I've tried plenty of other ways of placing them on the field, and it seems to be that exact number, 1.920500. And I think the reason for that is you just can't block any more of the enemies coming down. So it means we're doing an efficient enough job to keep the enemies held back. The only thing that could change to make that any better is probably Crodor, and that would break you into that higher leaderboard rank up here. You see every Crodor. He's kind of a top tier hero for this. It's not required. As you can see, we're almost at, almost at 2 million here, and the top end is 2.130500. So we're not too far away without Crodor. Having him probably wouldn't make a massive difference. I will say, let me see our team here. Yeah, even putting the skills on these guys, maybe Captain Reeve getting his ultimate down. Nope, can't even get it down. Effect duration goes longer, but that would help. Cyrus, his ultimate. Skill cost minus 100, that would also be helpful to keep putting them out there faster. So a couple of skill ups here and there, you might get a little more, maybe break that 2 million. But I do hope this was helpful. If you're trying to break into the top leaderboards, good luck. It's a rough road. You need a lot of Guardian gear, a lot of Life Force gear. You can see most of these guys on the left side are either running Immortal Warrior, or they're going to be running Light's Grace. Immortal Warrior or Life Force are the ideal pieces, and you want to get their HP and defense just as high as you can and get Bastion rings on everybody. The Bastion rings do not need to be maxed out. If you do have a couple of them maxed out, which I've been trying to work on since this Hellfire Emperor launched, you would want to put them on the champions that are having a hard time survive. So Captain Reeve would be an ideal candidate to put him into the higher one, just to give him a little extra HP, a little extra damage reduction as he's going along in the fight. But I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to join the Discord. We have lots of useful information in there, lots of help. People are really helpful in there, and takeovers and all kinds of other hero guides and stuff like that, artifact tier lists, all kinds of good stuff. But until next time, keep digging.